Okay, it's June 21st. Just got back from the funeral. I'm in my camp above the Appalachian Trail and hot springs and the river. I'd like to thank Joe for giving me a ride to Asheville, which is about an hour drive one way. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be able to have gotten there, because I wouldn't be able to hitchhike that far for sure by 9 o'clock when I caught the bus. I'd like to thank Cowboy, who drove out there and picked me up, and again, it's an hour one way, and I got him up early, and it's a wonderful thing. I'd like to thank Amanda, who was more than happy to make sure that everything was working right. If when she found out that Johnny was, that my cousin had died. I'd like to thank Jason, who pulled essentially a double. He might thank me for giving him extra hours. Had a wonderful time in Tuscaloosa, meeting with all my relatives, and again, as we kept on saying, it was nice that quote Robbie, it's hard to be distraught about a thing that you've prayed for so long. And with Johnny, he was suffering, and that was kind of where he needed to go. And like with Daddy, he'd come to grips with it a lot better than we had. I'd gotten to become buddies with Johnny, who was several years older than me, when he was working for the Air Force and living in Crestview, and I was coming down once a month for my drill at Eglin Field on Duke Field at Eglin. Anyhow, looks like we're going to make some motions towards getting a reunion going. I figure we'll spend a couple weeks kind of researching it and making sure that no one has a date that's just horrible. And Aunt Mary and Danielle will get together some information on where. Figure between them and Robbie, and you can get some we can get some good ideas as to what would be a good time and good place, and make some they could figure it out pretty good. Of course, I'm on the trail. I'm not going to be doing much with it, but I'm going to be doing as much as I can long distance, I guess. So let me show you my camp. See, there's my bear bag, and there's the steepness. Yeah, just goes right down. All right. And then if you look, you can see the river on the other side of those rocks. There's the bag I carry around my laptop and stuff in. Apple gave me this 4-man tent, which is a lot more comfortable when you're sleeping for a long period of time. I don't have to carry it. This is the trail, as such as it was. Apparently, it looked at like got a windblown tree on it from somewhere in the last year or so. It definitely wasn't more than a year ago. And over there, about 100 yards, If you go down a little bit, you'll get to the Appalachian Trail. And then further, then if you go down, you get to by the river, and where the city limits are, and where people go rafting and whatever. So let me kind of give you a little tour here. Like I said, so I come through here. Nice little tree. And I come along. That rock is good to sit on. But it's a lot of rocks here. And if you notice, at the end of this kind of stops abruptly. Let me see how close I can get to. Yeah, that'd make a wonderful little picture. Is me falling off of this. So, this isn't, see, you can just barely see. I mean, it's almost literally just, I'm not going to go further. I'm going to err on the side of caution. Anyhow, got I'm underneath a little shade tree here, and had Lance, or his trail name is Simon Peter. He actually came up and he set his tent up here. He was going to leave the day after I was after I left on the way to the funeral. Anyway, there's train trestle. There's some more campsites. This river people go tubing and rafting and swimming and fishing. Although I'm not so happy about the fishing, because that means that there's hooks somewhere out there. That didn't come back to the reel. So, alrighty. Anyway, this is my little campsite, up and away from it all. It's really isolated, so I kind of had to, on a lot of faith, I went ahead and trusted and let it, and didn't basically left most all my gear inside the tent. So, and now I'm going to go continue my work on my teaching certificate and pick up my paycheck, which I just spent on the trip to Tuscaloosa and back. So, anyway, there you go. Enjoy. My paracord broke the other day, which was kind of weird, because then I had to go all the way down there